This is not about building a cozy fire. This is about thermodynamics. Right now, in living rooms and cabins across the world, people are shoving unseasoned logs into modern stoves, lighting a match, and patting themselves on the back. They watch the smoke billow. They listen to the hiss. They think they are harnessing nature. They are not. They are failing basic physics because of fundamental misunderstandings about moisture, airflow, and combustion. You are currently wasting 30% of your effort and potential heat output. Every time you hear that hiss of moisture from a burning log, you are literally boiling water instead of generating usable heat. You are bleeding efficiency. It is time to stop burning wood like an amateur and start operating your fireplace like an engine. To fix this, we have to look at the first principles of wood combustion. Wood is not just a block of fuel. It is a complex biological battery storing solar energy. To unlock it, you must respect the science. The invisible mechanism destroying your fire is incomplete combustion. When you toss a log onto a weak ember bed, the heat energy is immediately hijacked. Before the wood can release its stored energy, it must evaporate its internal moisture. Water requires a massive amount of energy to change from a liquid to a gas. If your wood is improperly seasoned, the fire uses its own thermal momentum to boil that water. The result: the temperature in the firebox drops. The wood releases unburned gases, smoke straight up the chimney. That smoke is uncombusted fuel. It condenses on your flue as creosote. You are robbing yourself of optimization. A fire is an equation. Heat plus oxygen plus fuel. When you choke the oxygen or introduce hemostre variables, the equation collapses. Look back at 18th century Scandinavian woodsmen or pioneer homesteaders. They did not have the luxury of inefficiency. They faced a brutal reality, dictated by scarcity. Every calorie of energy expended felling a tree, bucking it, and splitting it had to yield maximum thermal return. They didn't have high-tech moisture meters or forced air induction systems, so they had to be smarter. They relied on a rigid system, harvesting in winter when the sap was down, splitting immediately to maximize surface area, and elevating the stacks for prevailing winds to do the drying. Contrast their system with our modern tool. We buy a $3,000 high-efficiency stove, throw wet wood inside, drown it in lighter fluid, and wonder why the glass turns black. We substituted a hard, efficient system for an easy, wasteful tool. Why do we do this? The villain here is the modern cult of convenience. We have been conditioned to expect instant gratification in all things. We traded skill for ease, and in the process, we lost control. The great forgetting happened in the post-World War to housing boom. In the 1950s, when the central thermostat became the standard in every middle-class home, fire ceased to be a survival mechanism. It became a novelty, an aesthetic choice. When you flip a switch for heat, you lose the feedback loop of cause and effect. You forget how to manage the environment. You lose the leverage that comes from deeply understanding the materials in front of you. It is time to build a better system. Follow these 4 rules without deviation. 1. The mindset shift. Stop treating your stove like a campfire. It is a thermodynamic engine. You are not making a fire. You are managing the release of volatile gases. Operate it with intention. 2. The structural change. Fix your environment. Elevate your wood racks off the soil. Expose them to the wind. Cover only the top to keep off rain, allowing the sides to breathe. 3. The input quality. Only feed the system what it can process efficiently. Buy a moisture meter, split a log, and test the inside center. If it is over 20% moisture, do not burn it. Period. 4. The maintenance routine. Sweep your flue annually. Manage your ash. Bed leave an inch of ash to insulate the coals, but never let it touch the grate. Keep the intake valves clear. Take control of your inputs. Dictate the parameters. Ultimately, mastering this process is a metaphor for life. We live in an era of profound dependency. You rely on the grid, on supply chains, on utility companies to keep you warm. When you outsource your survival, you become fragile. When you learn to properly season, stack, and burn your own fuel, you are claiming a sliver of total autonomy. You are taking raw, natural chaos and structuring it into sustaining energy. Don't just watch this video. Go check your wood pile. Reclaim the competence. Stop giving Hawaii 30% of your energy to the atmosphere and start commanding the thermodynamics of your own life.